Yo, I'm not even gonna front. Forget all that hiding the YouTube channel from my roommate. Oh my gosh. From my roommate. My roommate. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just said that. From my roommate, because I ain't been posting in like a few weeks, and it's just been a lot. So we not hiding that from him. If he find out we got a YouTube channel, it is what it is. Dang, I look crazy. It is what it is. If you don't know me, my name is Jay Sean. Welcome to my spam channel. We just got like 1,200 subs a couple weeks ago, and we need to keep running it up. So I need to stay consistent, and you gonna help me do that. But I figured, why not take you guys through a day of my life in school, just to see what it's actually like, and just to give you guys some insight. I'm almost actually done with this semester anyways, but y'all gonna walk with me, talk with me, and see exactly how the day goes. I only got a few classes today, but yeah, enjoy. Oh yeah, and you're probably wondering, why am I sitting out here by myself? Well, I do that. Greetings. What's good with you, homie? Chilling, waiting for class.
You said what?
Said waiting for class.
Oh, you just wait for in chem?
Yes, sir.
What you got the camera for? You logged in the chemistry class?
Well, not chemistry specifically, but I'm like, I ain't made no videos in a minute, so why not?
Fire.
So.
I could subscribe to you. I was subscribed to you for a minute and I stopped watching you. But that's crazy, bro. I know as a celebrity.
Hey man, we gotta get back to the grind. I actually started another channel.
Okay, fine.
Just passed 1,000 subs.
Send it to me. I gotta go.
No, do what you gotta do. Hit me up whenever you free, bro.
Yes, bro. You didn't respond to my text either, bro.
I got you.
All right, bro.
Start calling my phone.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. As I was probably wondering why I was sitting out here. Dang. This is very high, bright sun. I forgot I'm in Florida. Probably wondering why I'm just sitting out here. The reason why I'm sitting out here is because I was late to an appointment that I was supposed to go to at 8:30, and I didn't get there till, well, the appointment was from 8:30 to 9. I didn't get there till 8:50. They kicked my black behind straight out. Well deserved. But in the meantime, like I said, we got my chem class, which happens to be right across the building from where my appointment was at. So, gonna do that real quick. As soon as chem is done, we got psychology after that. And you know, I'm not even gonna tell you the rest. You just gotta watch, see the rest of what's going on. Stay tuned. It's the best I could do to show like the size of the class. I'm not even gonna show everything that's behind me. I lied, I am. But like, yeah, that's the best I could do to show the size of the class. I'm definitely not recording nothing throughout the entirety of the class. If I do, it'll be on my phone, because this would be too blatantly obvious that I'm doing this. But I gotta try not to look like the weirdo wannabe YouTuber in this college class.
Make 4 single, it can make 2 double, it can make 2 single and 1 double. Easy structure by any means, because it has all these differences that it can do. It can do lots of things. And again, remember, the atom symbol by itself doesn't really show us that, right? Because we see, yeah, it has space for 4 bonds. It doesn't look single. It looks like 4 single bonds, right? But it doesn't, but not overwhelmingly so. So that says for a terminal atom, but not for a second. Those are pretty fixed. In which case, if I see those, I'm not thinking there's going to be a double bond. I have to be convinced. Are any of these isoelectronic?
Taking an age group, say a bunch of 5-year-olds, and then looking at the different stuff is dry, and you're like, I don't give a fuck about this information. You just got to be around other people, talk about it, constantly use it, and then your IQ will continue to go up, your score in the SAT will continue to go up, and then eventually you get to Harvard, where you'll be probably kicked out because you're not really that smart anyway. You're a fucking imposter. You're a pipe dream. You're a fucking pipe dream. You're just a loser from the beginning, and you're a loser in the end. I'm not looking at anybody in particular, I'm just saying. How's that 3:30 working for you? It's like you're not even here. You know what? You know what it's like? It's like, you know how there's Zoom during COVID, you had Zoom classes? For me, it's like you fuckers are holograms. You're not really here. It's just like a ghost or something. It's fucking there. And you can't interact with it. It's like being at Disney and you're like, wow, that really looks like a human. but I can't actually interact. My hand would actually go through it. I bet it probably would if I tried to poke it in the head. See? It's not even responding to me. It doesn't even respond to me. It's like a fucking hologram. God damn. I hope the homework for that other class is going well for you. Or are you updating Instagram? Is it homework or Instagram? Homework. And your homework is on Instagram, isn't it? It's the report on the last tests I gave. Okay, so
Ain't even gonna lie, class ain't done, but I sure am. I'm up out of there. Yo, I'm not gonna front with you. There's absolutely zero reason to come to school and then walk inside of a class smelling like green eggs and ham with onions on the side at any point in time. It's literally unnecessary. I don't understand. People think that it's just like a thing where it's like middle school boys and like even probably like high school boys who just have the stereotype of like no thing. It's so right out here, I'm sorry. But they think it's like a stereotype of like no deodorant and like these dudes don't shower and stuff. But like, for one, it's not just guys. And for two, these people are stink. All right, I'm back. As I was saying, I'm not saying this stuff in like a judgmental way, so don't get me wrong on that. But like, objectively and visually speaking, these people smell. I was in class today, and there was this girl that was sitting next to me. I switch my seats every single time I go into my chemistry class, but this time I sat, like I came in there first, as you guys can see, because I was late to my appointment, so I came into class early, and I was sitting there in the same spot that I sat in before. And that seat that I sat in before, there was a specific group of girls that was there. But in that group of girls, there's the girl in that group was the one that happened to be sitting next to me both times. And last time I was there, I caught like a whiff, and I was like, dang, man, it low-key smelled like the color green and hot butter and cheese. And at first I'm like, okay, maybe that's me. Today when I was sitting there, I don't know if I recorded it, but I ended up like leaning over while I was sitting because I was eating my granola bar, and it was stank. Like I caught the meanest whiff, and I realized like she was smelling sour. I'm not gonna lie, like I know some people's homes, culturally speaking, all the spices and everything that's not nice is seeping out of their pores. That ain't right, bro. Like, some people really do be needing like a check, and like they need to have friends to tell them this stuff. It's one thing if you personally know somebody, but it's a whole nother thing when you don't know that person, because people take offense to stuff when they do not. Well, people take offense to stuff when they know you, but people for sure will take offense to stuff when they don't know you. Imagine walking up to a stranger and be like, hey bro, you stink. Like, and we already discussed this last video. I had to, have a chat with my roommate and talk to him about, the things that he was dealing with. But that's, we living together. This is a person I'm in class with that I don't even know that's just thinking right next to me. That's disgusting. I will be relocating and not sitting in that same area ever again. It's not happening. We got to make some changes. But anyways, yeah, she threw off my snack. I walked out of that other class, that psychology class, because I'm not even on front. As you can see from that last clip, it's like nothing ever happens in that class, and I actually like have a A in that class, and I talked to him. Can I put my camera here? We're gonna try to put it here anyways. Try to get a new angle. I talked to my psych professor, and I was like, bro, do I have to come here anymore? Because I have it in your class, and I finished all your homework for the year, and the quizzes I could just take at home. I'm like, is there really any reason for me to be here? They're like, nah, you don't got to come no more. So guess what? I ain't coming no more. Ain't happening. You don't teach anyway. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not saying that college is unnecessary. That's not what I'm saying at all. I know people will probably take it as that. What I am saying is, do not be fooled all the time. Just because they throwing all these thousands of dollar charges and saying that college is, tuition is $20K. Classes like that are part of that $20K. Nonsense classes. And they end up being easy A's. So I'm not complaining for the fact that it's a good grade, but it's still a pointless class at the same time. That's 50 unnecessary minutes that I don't have to spend with him. And I could just be doing other things. I'm talking to you. Eating cashews. So yeah. Anyways. Part of this day in the life. What I need to still do is I need to cook breakfast because I'm trying to block that light if you haven't realized. I haven't ate any breakfast. Actually, those cashews and that granola bar was the only thing that I ate today. So I still need to cook some breakfast. I think for today I'm gonna make some eggs with peppers and spinach, chicken sausage, and do I want waffles or hash browns? Waffles or hash browns? Let me know. Yeah. But right before I do that, I'm gonna clean myself up real quick and line myself up because my afro, it looked like a hot mess, but it looked like less of a hot mess, at least where I gotta line up. So I'm gonna do that real quick. And fortunately, I already have this stuff out. And we're good to go. Boom. Where can I put you? We're gonna see how fast I can do this. What time is it? Oh, I took my watch off, just realized. BRB. Come on, stay here. Is that good? I hope it flips while I'm editing this. It's 11:59. It's about to be 12. Let me go get my trifold mirror so I can see everything I need to do. I'm trying to do this with as less or with the least cuts as possible. That way this is an authentic day in the life. That way you can actually understand, what I actually be doing. Part of me is like, is that rust? It is rust. Part of me is like, they don't care, which is fine, because who would care? So it's like I just be wanting to stop recording things that I deem unnecessary. But I've been told by quite a few people I know that people are curious, and I should record even the things that I don't think are necessary to record. So that's where we are. Let's get this haircut going.
We look forward to sharing that update when it arrives. Thank you for being an essential part of this achievement.
It don't look like nothing so far, but all I did was, obviously I faded it, but all I did was line up the top. So just in case somebody want to clown me and say, oh, well, he used that Beijing. Ain't no dang Beijing. It's not no dang Beijing. It's Babyliss. That's all it is. It's just Babyliss. So let me finish this up, and you gonna leave me alone. We gonna chat. We're gonna chop it up when I'm done. All right. We're gonna chop it up when I'm done. Alrighty. So as you can see, lineup is there. I cut my hair, and we're done with that. It's time to cook and just chat a little bit. My day in the lives are not like the typical, and I was having this conversation yesterday. Sorry, my bed's a mess. I'll fix that when I get back. Oh, what are we doing? We're cooking. I was having this conversation yesterday about, damn, I'm losing my train of thought. Let's take some steps back. What was I doing? I was laying down. I was here. What was I thinking? Basically, I was having a conversation yesterday, and in my conversation, or per my conversation, hope this is not too bright for you. Actually, let me turn the light off. We need some. Right, that's better. Per my conversation, basically what I was saying is my day in the lives are obviously not as como se dice, complicated or complex in comparison to, other YouTubers. And the reason being, from what I've at least, the knowledge I've accumulated, is because there's always a financial disparity. And this is what I'm getting at. A lot of YouTubers that I've noticed, they have the more complex day in their lives. Hold on, I had to get the eggs. I'll be freezing my vegetables, that way they don't spoil sooner. But a lot of YouTubers that I've noticed that have more complex day in their lives, they spend a lot more money. in comparison to what I like to spend. And obviously it's because they have a lot more liquid cash in comparison to what I have to spend. They're bigger YouTubers, they're bigger, you know, celebrity influencers, whatever you want to call them in your head. They're bigger than what I am. And that's obviously it's fine. I have no issue with that. But that's not to say that my life is boring. Which I'm not saying that, you know, I just live a constantly turned life day in and day out. I'm not saying that. But their lives are different. And that is why, oof, I haven't dropped you all the way sideways. You straight? That is why they are able to, I don't want to say put out better videos, but I feel like their longevity and their consistency is a lot more capable than mine is, because they have access to a lot more different things money wise. Because when you have the nice car, when you have the nice car, like a nice car, and I'm talking about, you could have the, you know, nice cars on YouTube are Chargers, Challengers, McLarens, Corvettes. When you have, like, you know, the bigger cars like that on YouTube, that in itself can be part of your lifestyle channel. That could be part of your car channel. You can do so many different things with that. When you have a nice house, you can make home videos. You can make all different kind of things. When you just have money to spend, you can spend it on whatever. And so, being that I try not to be a big spender, it makes my day in the lives look a lot more different. Even if we want to go on the cheap end, you got the women who buy coffee and matchas in every single video. That's not me, because I don't drink that stuff. But for the people who are addicted to coffee and matcha, they like to see other people sip on it just as well as them, because they like to see their orders, because they want to know if that's a new order that they should put for themselves. So, in the conversation that I was having, I was just saying, I find it a lot harder to climb out of that, or not climb out of it, but to jump into a vlogger mindset, a day in the life vlogger mindset, when you're not spending non-stop crazy funds daily the way that these other people are. I'm not saying that that's not, I'm not saying that that isn't something I wouldn't do, because trust and believe, if and when I get to that point, you got to spend money to make money. So I understand why people do it. I'm not hating on it, but the reality is, I'm just not where I want to be just yet. And the reason why I'm not where I want to be just yet, oh, I'm supposed to be showing you me cooking, I guess. We're stirring the butter, but I can't use this spoon the whole time, because I actually melted one of them the last time I did that, because these are plastic. So into the sink you go. First things first, spinach and peppers. You guys spend money and make money, and I understand that. I'm not mad at that at all. And eventually I'll get there. But as of right now, I'm not there. And the reason I'm not there is because of the rat race. I have realized that I am indeed a part of the rat race. I'm a part of the YouTube rat race and the financial rat race. But I gotta make my way out. If you're unaware of what the rat race is, just think of a hamster on a wheel, just running in a circle the whole time. That's pretty much what it is. You get caught in a loop. And typically, like the financial rat races, you know, people who are, I'll just break it down in simplest terms. You know, you're living and spending and going exactly nowhere. Like, you're making the money and spending the money, and there's no gain necessarily. Like, there's no crazy financial gain. That's what the financial one is. For YouTube, for me, and I made the definition for myself, so don't go trying to research and think, oh, well, Jay Sean said this. No, I'm making this up myself. For me, it's all about my goals for YouTube and for this channel. You see, I have been saying, what kind of egg is this? Bro, hold on. You can't tell, but this egg is like oddly protruding at the end. And I don't know if this egg cracked and they like sealed it with egg glue, or if this egg was trying to hatch by itself at a point in time. I don't know. I'm a little concerned about that egg, so we're gonna hold off on that one. When you crack your eggs, you don't need to crack it on the pan. Hit them on each other. Currently stirring away, whipping up these eggs. How do you think that a blood would pronounce kitchen, by chance?
Say that again, because maybe I didn't hear you correctly.
How do you think a blood would pronounce kitchen?
I'm glad I took your secret. Kitchen.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
You
You
got your...
can't avoid every single aspect of. You know what? Actually, never mind. Because they be extra.
I thought they pronounced that with a beta.
I thought that. I don't know if it was in my mind. It was if it started with the letter.
Right. What, the letter C?
Yeah, like if it started with it. Like if you was talking about like cooking, like then I would change it. But like.
To bookend. Oh, that's so ugly.
Like, huh? Yeah. That's just my thought.
That's so unnecessary and like, you could be the hardest quote unquote gangster in the world, but you still corny to me if you gotta pronounce stuff like that, because that's unnecessary.
Literally. That's childish. So with the toddler.
That's so like, you went to elementary school to learn how to properly pronounce stuff, and then you ended up going back to the streets to unlearn it the wrong way. Breakfast is served. Thank you, Lord. Alright, y'all. Time to go to Trader Joe's. Go get these dang groceries. I got an hour to finish this because I need to be heading on the road to go train my clients. The thing is, I actually got to go to Trader Joe's and a dollar store. The dollar store is because I ran out of garbage bags. You're probably hearing my keys clicking and clacking on my pocket the whole time. But I got to go to the dollar store to go get some trash bags, because why am I going to spend $30 on trash bags? Now I got to go to Trader Joe's so I can get whatever the heck I'm going to eat for lunch. I don't know what I want for lunch just yet. I got chicken breasts up in the fridge. I got to dice them up, chop them up, because I'm going to try to make like some Chipotle bowls. I'm going to try to make some Chipotle bowls for dinner. As for lunch, I'm probably just going to do like some salmon pasta, some what you call it, like salmon Alfredo, something like that. Let me charge my camera. Probably just gonna do like some kind of salmon Alfredo. That way, let me look behind me, make sure we good, make sure we Gucci. I switch subjects so often that I feel like it'd be inauthentic for me to like edit the fact that I do it, and act as if that isn't me, because I'm not going to lie. As you can see from watching any of my videos, I talk a lot. But what I was trying to say earlier, we're gonna get back to the groceries. We heading to the store, so you're gonna see them anyways. So just keep that in mind. But what I was trying to say earlier about this whole rat race situation, it's just my consistency with YouTube it's unimaginable. Like, it's not there. It's non-existent. Whatever word you want to use for it, it's not there. And the thing is, like, obviously, you know, I'm 1,000% appreciative of the fact that, you know, we got new subs, and I'm glad for, you know, whoever's new here. I appreciate you. Thing is, I'm trying to find more reasons to have longevity and more reasons to desire true consistency. And like I said, the thing about it was the money, but it's not even about the money. I know I say this all the time, but I genuinely cannot stand my camera. And for those who know me, you know that my camera does not work unless it's plugged up to a portable charger. This thing sucks. I'm not the biggest fan of the quality. Like, it doesn't suck, but there is quality that is more desirable to me. My dream camera is a Sony FX3. I have hit a lot of things on my, hold on, I made a vision board this year. Oh my gosh, did I delete off my phone? It's not even on here. I'll have to show it to you another time on my iPad. But I made a vision board. I've hit almost everything that I want on my vision board this year. The only thing I really haven't hit yet, for real, like the main big goal, is to get that Sony FX3. And if I get that, I truly feel like my YouTube will hit a whole nother level, like, of desirability, because I just feel like the quality difference just makes it like, oh my gosh, like this is fun, this is amazing, this is cool. Like I feel like it'll give me that pop. But I don't know, I'm just in a weird circle of, I don't make videos consistently because I don't have the stuff that I want, but in order to get the stuff that I want, I have to make the videos consistently. And I think that's the case for a lot of people that's doing this, but nobody ever lasts. And obviously this isn't about everybody. This is obviously me speaking, so I'm assuming we're talking about me. So yeah, if moral is, if you want what you want, you need to be consistent about it. There's everything that you desire, and everything that you think you need. The only way that you're gonna get it is by using the things that you actually have in front of you. And I just need to start using what I actually have, which is you guys. Honestly, my channel is nothing more than just a journey of, more so like, not even a journey, I don't even want to call it. It's just a lifestyle channel overall, but within the lifestyle, you'll see the lifestyle development and, like, you know, obviously the increases and, you know the level ups, I guess you could say. So that's what, at this point, that's what this is. I'm not, I had to say all that because, for one, I just feel like talking, but for two, I don't want this channel to get caught up in the whole idea, like, cause if this is somebody's first time seeing me, I don't want them to think that this channel is strictly like a vlog day in life kind of channel. Like, that's not me. Like, I'm not just gonna strictly post day in life kind of videos. If I want to make a video laying in a bed, and that's the entirety of the video, even if it's 5 minutes long of me talking, I'm gonna post just that. So it's not gonna just be strictly, oh, day in life, week in the life, you know, monthly reset. Like, it's not gonna be that stuff. Like, I'm not a soft YouTuber. I've watched soft YouTubers before, and you know, I enjoy them, but I personally am not that. I talk too much, and like, I feel like soft YouTubers, they got, you know, nice voices and, you know, calm vibes about them. I'm cool, I'm calm, I'm collected, I'm all that, but it's not, I can't explain it. It's just not, it's not soft YouTuber-esque, if that makes sense. I'm about to miss the turn, y'all. Let me go get these garbage bags. Hey, let's go. Y'all, we just left Holla for a Dollar Tree. We about to head to Trader Joe's right now. If you don't already know, Trader Joe's is literally like almost one of the cheapest places that you can go to get groceries. I actually hardly ever go to Walmart for much of anything anymore, other than like cashews and peanuts if I really want to go on the cheap end. And even then, cashews are not cheap. It just depends. Wow. It obviously depends on what kind of nuts you prefer to eat. But obviously, because, you know, protein, fats. But anyways, not getting into all of that. Trader Joe's is extremely cheap. That's where I get most of my stuff from. My meats, my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Almost everything comes from there. I get my eggs from Walmart though, because those are really cheap, and I can get a lot of eggs for a cheaper price collectively. Oh my gosh, SRT. Oh, green light. So, yeah, we're going there. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to eat. Like I said before, I'm probably gonna end up just doing for lunch, like probably like a salmon pasta with like peppers and spinach and inside of it. That way, spinach, peppers, and tomatoes. That way, obviously, I got some vegetables, got some fiber, protein, everything, you know, all in one, carbs, all in one at the same time. So I'll probably end up doing that for my lunch. And I still got snacks and stuff. I got plenty of breakfast foods. Honestly, we're pretty good on everything. I always accidentally almost missed the turn. Oh, my yogurts. On to the many more. I'm curious, is there anybody that actually goes there and uses those bags after the shopping trip? Because after I go, I don't see those bags again up until I go shopping again and then open that drawer to put the new bags up in there. There's probably like 30 bags up in there at this point. Don't know what to do with them. I feel like it's almost too wasteful to trash them, but too hoarderish to keep them at the same time. If you use them for any intended purpose, you let me know. And just like that, 10 minutes later, we're already on to our next adventure. As I was saying, we're on to the next venture right now. I have one client in the train today, and that's going to be from 5 to 6. I've been training him for 4 years now, since he was in 2nd grade. Now he's in 6th, and I absolutely love and adore him. He's amazing. We're going to do that. After that, all I have to do today is cook and work out. I know I said all I have to do, but honestly speaking, that is not light work. That is going to take a lot out of me, only because, like, my meals are simple. Dang, why is it so bright? My meals are simple, but I do not like cooking, if I'm being honest. Like, when it comes to myself, I don't like cooking for myself. I feel like, you know, when I get older and I have kids and stuff, it's like, okay, when it's absolutely necessary, that'll be one thing. But as of right now, I be lazy. I'm a lazy cook when it comes to meats. I don't know what's wrong with me. Whenever I have to buy chicken, steaks, or like salmon, oftentimes, I'm not even gonna lie, that stuff will be defrosting for 7 days before I even touch it. And then at that point, it's probably expired. And then I end up having to return it or and exchange it to get something new. And then that's when I end up cooking. So I had to honestly just be a better adult and do better about that, because I'm not the best when it comes to it. Now when it's actually made, it tastes good. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying I suck at cooking. I'm just saying I'm a lazy cook. So I have to absolutely be better about that. So that's what I'm gonna do today. And then I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna go to the gym first or cook first. But honestly, it probably makes sense to. It really makes sense to cook first and then go to the gym. But I just know me. I take the sucky route, which is to go to the gym first and then cook. That way, I still make sure that I go to the gym for the day. Because honestly, if I cook, I'm probably not gonna go to the gym after the fact. But if I go to the gym, I'm just gonna have to sacrifice being hungrier after my workout because I have to wait for the food to be done. You get what I'm saying? I'm not be saying a lot of stuff, but hope that means something. Hope you get what I'm saying. Hope I'm not confusing you. Okay, now we do it. Gang gang, I have returned. As you can see from the lack of clips from the training session, I didn't record that. And honestly, the reason I've never recorded it over the years is just because I feel like there's like a tad invasion of privacy. And we don't need that. So the session's done. I just had a little carb load before my workout because today is leg day and I needed a little juice. And leg days are honestly the worst days for me. I love them when it comes to, explosiveness, plyometrics. I can't stand them when it comes to actually lifting heavy. I can lift heavy, just can't stand them only because sometimes I don't have, the most motivation to do it. But the bagel and the almond butter, I'm about to say almond bread. The bagel and the almond butter did, give me a little juice. Got some water with me. And we about to go hit this. Might even play basketball, depending on if it's people up in there. If not, I'm still going to probably shoot around because I got my ball. But enough of all that chatting. Let's hit it. If you play basketball or any Nike dominant sport, then you've had to have at least had some type of Nike Elite book bag at some point in your life. And if you have, then you know that they have a cooler section, like, where you keep, why is it blurry? Focus. I don't know. Anyways, just listen to the message. It don't gotta be perfect quality. You know that there's a cooler section in a book bag, and I keep my water bottles in there, obviously. So, question: is it weird? And I'm not here for the the environmental freaks and plastic this, we don't do plastic. Just answer the question: is it weird? Like, what's a time limit on drinking a water bottle, and like a water bottle expiring? Because I opened it up to put my water bottle inside, not knowing that I had a water bottle that I never finished in my book bag. There's no telling if that's been in there for a couple of days or if it's been there for the past week or two. But what's the limit? Because is that a weird thing? If I was to drink that, I'm going to drink it anyway. I'm just about to be honest with you. It's not a what if. I'm going to drink it. But what's the limit on drinking a water bottle? And it's not like it's been in any like heat or things of that nature. So it's not like all these other factors are a part of it. It's just a matter of, in perfect conditions, are you allowed to finish drinking the rest of a water bottle if it's been sitting for like 2 weeks? Yeah, that was on my mind, because I wonder if other people think it's dirty. Who knows?
Today's workout, we focused a lot more on power and some explosion as well. So right now we're going to be using the X bar. We're going to progressively overload on every single lift. It's my first time recording up in the gym, by the way, so I don't know if this is actually working or not. So this is more so a trial thing. Let's do it. Six, 7. Let's do it like 9, 10, 11, 12. We could keep going. Actually, yeah, we'll keep going. 13, 14, 15. Good job. Next one, let's go. Here we go for 10. 10 to 12. Good job. Definitely gonna go heavier than that. But I'm not recording the whole thing because this is not a workout video. It's supposed to be in the day in the life vlog. So I'll get back to you when I'm at the second portion of this workout. Sheesh, that's terrible. That sucked. Oh my gosh, that sucked. It's my first time ever trying that. Hey, do that more often. Hurry, moving.
Yo, we're back. We are at Chipotle Mexican Grill. I'm trying to figure out, do I get a bowl or do I get a burrito? Now I know I went grocery shopping today, and I did get the salmon because I'm supposed to make the salmon Alfredo, and I got the chicken. I'm supposed to make Chipotle bowls at home. But I do have an assignment that is due tonight at 11:59 on the dot, and that's my lab report. And I always procrastinate and take forever on those lab reports because I can't stand doing them. And if you've ever taken a chemistry class, you'd understand exactly what I'm talking about. But since I have those due tonight, and I just finished working out, and it's 9:20 p.m., I'm not cooking squat. I'm not cooking diddly squat tonight. So, with that being said, bowl or burrito? I guess it doesn't really matter because your decision cannot affect me right now. So, comment anyways. I typically do get a burrito, though, but I'm feeling a little bowl tonight. I say that, but I'm going to probably walk out with double wrap burrito anyways. Either way it goes, you stay right here. Hold on. You know what? Yep, good, right there, cool. You stay right there. I'll be right back, and I'm going to go get my double wrap burrito. And I am back. Chipotle's here. I just had a very interesting and very nice encounter. I always find it so interesting when people in public know me from like TikTok or YouTube, and it's always humbling, and it reminds me that everything I'm doing is in fact not for no reason. And the guy who took my order initially and made my burrito, like the base of it, the moment he seen me, he was like, I think I know you. And lately, because I've been recognized like a few times in the past week alone, including like yesterday as well. And lately, every time somebody does it now, I've just been trolling. And I ain't really, well, dang, I'm probably snitching on myself. But I've just been trolling lately, and I just be playing it off, acting like I have zero idea what they're talking about. Because it's always the same thing. Bro, I think I know you from somewhere. I think I know you from somewhere. It's always the same exact words. So I just be like, I don't think you do. Maybe, you mix me up with somebody. And they'd be like, nah, bro. Nah, you trying to, nah, I know you somewhere. I just don't know what it is. But anyways, he wasn't going for that. He's like, yeah, I know you from somewhere. You be on TikTok. I'm like, yeah, bro, that's me. And then he was just like, all right, what you want? Like, we kept it cool. We kept it simple. But he was cool, though. Yeah, he was cool. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. And I always get a double wrap burrito, but I really appreciate the niceness, because there was him, a black dude, and then there's a super muscular white guy. And you could tell that the white guy, like, he lifts weights. Like, you could really tell, and you could just tell that Chipotle is his excuse to eat, fairly healthy food, nutritious food after his workouts while getting paid. Like, you could tell that's what he do. And so when he made my stuff, he loaded it up just for me, and without me asking him. And I was like, I like, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you. But I got my stuff double wrapped. And whenever you get your stuff double wrapped, they charge people. Like it's always a Chipotle snitch somewhere out there that's like, double wrap. Hey, he got a double wrap, 2 tortillas. It's like, bro, come on. But whenever they don't, they treat it like it's a regular burrito, which, in my opinion, I think you should. The only reason I ever get a double wrap is not because I'm hungry enough to want 2 dang pieces of tortilla wrap. That's not why I do it. It's because I load up my burritos, and half the time they never have competent workers enough that can properly wrap it without everything spilling out. But anyways, I got my double wrap burrito for $9.20, and I'm good for the night. I'm satisfied. But we got 2 hours and a half to turn in this work. So let's get back to the crib and let's get it done. This wouldn't be a real day in the life if I didn't show y'all like what I've been working on. I'm not a rapper once again, but I have been working on some music that I really enjoy, and this wouldn't be real if I didn't show it to you guys. So I'm gonna show it to you guys real quick. Call me Jillmatic, my flow is shock you with more static. They had to give it up cause they ain't want no more static. You put a pistol in your hand, you think you tough now. But good news on my side, who got the most at it? My pro habits is prolific. Efficiency, you couldn't sit with me standing up. You about as big as Lil D. A Duval, maybe that might be too tall. I got a lot to unpack up in this U-Haul. Man, it's America, the land of talking, freedom of speech. But when I open up, it feel like no one listen to me. My phone been off about 4 weeks, nobody knew. How could I blame her? I'm the only one I'm talking to. I text Jaden, I said, man, you gotta call my phone. He pick up, he said, why I gotta call your phone? You still got a job, right? You done got fired again? Man, I'm still employed, but they just cut my hours thin. I'm about to throw the towel in. I can't keep working these jobs. Less money and more problems. Yeah. Quick little something. Yeah. Like I said, this would not be like a real day in the life if I did not show you guys like the stuff that I've been working on. And I'm not no self-proclaimed. I feel like every dude always gets that, not reputation. I don't know the word I'm looking for, but every dude always gets like the whole, oh, you just want to be a rapper or a football player or something like that. I don't, like, that's not me. But I am skilled enough musically to say that I can rap. I can say that. And I enjoy doing that as a hobby. That's something I enjoy doing. Alright, I'm finally back. Time to start up this chemistry homework. Well, time to turn in this pre-lab, not to start it, but I already did the majority of it, so I'm not even tripping. I just gotta transfer this stuff over from my phone to my iPad. Cause this lady be tripping over nothing. Be the simplest of stuff. You literally have to be so detailed, because she's like, if I have to use my brain for any point of your work, then I'm marking points off. You need to leave nothing for me to guess whatsoever. Like, lady, why do you need me to show work for 2 plus 2? Are you kidding me? It's just lazy at that point. Come on, bro. Got my Chipotle up in the air fryer right now. Cause y'all need that burrito crispy. This camera always dying, bro. I don't get this. Alright, we're good. Is this camera dirty? Is it foggy? We good? Preparing for the why is your bonnet so big questions, per usual. Now this is a lot better. Let's do this.
She's supposed to die right there.
Delectable.
How dare you? Yes.
Prime time. Prime time indeed.
See, even if I was joking, Lauren is on Phoenix now, so gotta double down. Yes, cause bro, I ain't never hit the one shot combo on sidewalk in so long. I just did it.
And I look over and realize I dropped the chicken on the piece of paper. What I gonna do? Throw it away? It's not. Of course not. The joke is on you, buddy. The joke is on you.
Bro, I'm gonna flip.
50 minutes.
Whatever, I can't.
11:49.
Bro,
Submit.
I'm putting in so much go.
Boom. I forgot I had the sunlight. Job well done. Job well done. As bomb as this was, not gonna front. Gonna have to give homeboy a 6 on the wrapping, because this whole thing is unfolding. 6 on the wrapping don't mean 6 on the loading of the burrito, because the way he loaded it, I tasted everything. It wasn't like I was getting bites of rice and everything, and then bites of just tortilla. It was perfectly layered. The wrap was terrible though, because I was fighting to not have everything fall out. Thank God we are done. Yes. I think today was pretty eventful. Everything that we had going on. We still got the work done, so no complaint on my end with that one. Still got more to do tomorrow. More cam work to finish up on. But just not do. So like I said, no complaints. Today was a good day overall, but it's as raw as it gets. You're wrapping it up at the midnight. So if you enjoy, you already know what to do. Catch y'all on the flip.